So let's use our protractor, and we're going to select 45 degrees. Okay, I know you've already done this, but let's go through it slowly. So right here's our point that we are going to place our person. Here's the degree angle. I'm going to use my straight edge to go between these 2 points, striking this line. I also need my constant, which is the height of where the actual image plane sits, and we need to make sure we're in 1/4 inch. And so what I'm going to do is find 23 feet 8 inches. And I'm going to strike that line. So what we want is where this angle at head height intersects the image plane, and that is the distance which we're going to need to know to figure out where to put the light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this where Miley is standing, this line up. So this is the center of your acting area. And just for clarity for you all, I'm going to put a little light here so you know that this is where the light's going to live. But still, what's important is this intersection of these 2 lines. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over to my charter beam. I'm using my fancy charter beam. And I'm going to line this center line up with the intersection point at this light and the angle line that is currently at 45-degree angle. So you want to select the degree that is closest to the degree of instrument that we're using. Let's call it a 36-degree instrument. So I'm going to use the 35-degree, even though it's 1 degree off. Shouldn't make that big of a difference. 35 degrees right here. I'm going to follow this line and fill in the holes. And then I'm going to connect those dots so that I can see what the light beam is. I'm working in section view right now, so I can see what that light beam would look like if I was sitting off stage looking at the stage. This is what that light beam spread would look like. So it's a 35-degree spread from that image plane, okay? 36-degree is our green lights that we use. They're painted green, so it's easy for us to be able to send people to go and get those lights. So the very next thing I'm going to do is paste Miley right here so we don't forget that this is where she is. And you could just draw your little human or whatnot. It's really not super necessary, but it's useful. Just remember that this line is where the person is, because we want to make sure that we're cutting through, not at the ground, because we don't care about lighting the ground. We care about Miley being able to move around within this giant oval. Okay? So